How was directing something that you didn't write for the first time?
It was challenging at first because I'm such a control freak about my own words and my own stories. So it was a real lesson in letting go of all that. And but it came off well. It was actually ultimately really freeing to work on someone else's writing, and I got to guide them in some ways in the beginning, just to sort of heighten some scenes and to help things come together. And they were really great. I was sort of serving in pre-production as kind of a dramaturg, which I'm used to doing in theater because I direct a lot of other people's plays. So that was really fun, but it was great to not have to write a word. It was actually kind of a relief. I just got to worry about the way we shot it, the relationships, the friendships, the text, that they're crafting. It just took that other part out of my head and gave me more space.
Yeah. And how is this being a comedy different from your other dramas in treatment?
It's a lot different. I mean, I tend to write melancholic, tragic, brutal stuff sometimes, or a lot of times. So it's one of the reasons I got involved is because I wanted to do a comedy, and I wanted to. I love comedy, and I love lighthearted films, and I love films about going away to a summer house and the bucolic atmosphere of all that. And so I thought this was like a perfect time to take to try it.
And it was a 19-day shoot, so what was the challenge of that?
Oh man, I mean, when we went from days to nights, I was already exhausted. It was like 7 or 8 days into it. We had long days, and it started to rain torrentially, and between the rain and having to switch the schedule around and being completely sleep deprived, it was just, I think I turned into a lunatic. It was maddening, but it was only 19 days, so it was only maddening for about 8 of those days. And once we got past over the hump of the days to nights, things kind of normal again. But I don't do well when I'm not sleeping. I lose my temper and I don't make the decisions. So I had to really focus, and my assistant and people were helping me to push me to stay on course. But beyond that, it was a blast.
And do you have any upcoming projects that you're working on?
Yeah, I have a novel coming out next year called Know Your Beholder with Little Brown in February. I just wrote and helped produce a TV show, a new Stars series called Flesh and Bone, which starts shooting at the end of April. And then I'm going to be I'm developing. I have a graphic novel called Ball and Hammer that I'm developing for HBO as a series. And then I have some other things too, but and then I'm going to do a film of my play Red Light Winter with Parks and Labor at some point when this all dies down. We'll figure that out.
Okay.